What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And on today's episode, I've got mixed emotions purely because I need to make some changes. And I get like this how do I explain this in a way that you guys will understand? So, as a car guy, you're always chasing and you're always looking for the next best thing. So, I'm currently on my way to go and see Chris from Monte Carlo Auto to go and talk a deal on an E34 M5 and the possibility of selling my 850, which is the silver one, and my E36 M3, and doing a deal for the E36 M3 as a swap for the E34 M5. Now, you guys would know that I always wanted an E34 M5, and the reason for that is because I've got an E34 wagon, and I would like to build an E34 M5 wagon replica because it's a very limited number car. There's only one in South Africa. We never got that. So that is part of my gravity project for next year. So in order to find the car, I came to the realization that finding one that's going to need work is not ideally the best solution. So Chris has got a very nice grey one that's in fantastic condition that will be an easier car to use as a donor car and put into the E34 wagon. Now, a lot of the purists and a lot of people will say, Chip, you're crazy. How can you strip such an original car? But for me, I look at the bigger picture, because stripping that original car and transplanting it into the wagon is going to create something magical. And that's ideally what I want, But I'm on the fence on selling the 850. Chris has been after both my 850s for a while. So I'm willing to let go of the 850 so I can fund the build for the gravity project. In an up and coming episode, I'm going to share with you guys my plan for Gravity 2025. And my intention is, people will say, okay, you went 2 years in a row, you took in the top 5, you have nothing to prove. Yes, that's true. I love the show. Mad respect for Jordan. It's an opportunity to see all my friends again in the UK. But my heart will be content with the best of show. And I believe what we are building for next year for Gravity, and maybe we're going to attend Alt Race as well in Poland. But what we are going to be building is potentially a best of show contender. So that's my thought process. And again, every time I drive this 850, which is hardly, I fall in love with it again. I'm more attached to the 850 Ci. I'm going to actually be doing an episode in future where I'm going to cover the differences between the two. But this is kind of one of the cars in my collection that I will sacrifice. My Galaxy is a car that I will sacrifice if something else comes up. My 535 is a car I'll sacrifice. My E36 M3 is a car I'll sacrifice. So those are my sacrificial lambs. If anything else comes up for sale and I really want to buy it and I really want to own it, that's the cars that I would potentially sell. So we're almost there. We're going to have a look at this E34 M5. And hopefully myself and Chris can come to an agreement and kind of do a trade-off E36 M3 for the E34 M5. And then we have a good base to build for next year. Guys, I'm standing here with the legend Chris. You would have remembered Chris from previous videos. Chris actually sold me Nkabi, and at the time Chris asked me what am I going to do with the car, and I told him that I'm building it for an overseas show. He didn't believe me, and we pulled it off. So now my next thought is for next year's shows for Alt Race and Gravity. You guys know I want to build an E34 M5 wagon. So that's the plan, that's the objective. But as you know, there's never money in the bank sitting around where you wake up and say, I just want to go and visit Chris and buy a car today. We've got to sacrifice something for the next best thing. So I brought the 850. Tomorrow I'll bring the M3. And Chris is going to show us around the car. How are you doing today? Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Great to see you, actually.
Nice. How do you feel about this year's win and this year's car we built?
I'm so excited for you. I really am. I think you're doing great things. You're in a great space. And I think we're expanding and we're getting better known, which is important.
100%.
And we're learning through the process.
Of course.
I think that's the most. And the connections we make.
Yes.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
It's unmatched.
So you've recently come from Germany now, eh?
I spent 2 months in Germany checking out the scene. Amazing. So amazing cars, amazing experiences. It's nice to see the wider world.
Yes.
And just to gain some more experience.
Of course. And did you see any special cars?
I must tell you, I didn't see one
E34 M5.
except at the BMW museum.
Yeah.
I didn't see a special E34 like this one.
Okay, so take us through the car. So ideally, you know what I want to do with it? I want to take everything out and put it into the E34 wagon. And I told you guys there's a bit of a twist. So we're building something crazy. So this is the first phase of what we're building. So take us through the car, Chris.
So a very original car.
Yeah.
Very original. It's one of the few that I've seen that it's still got its original interior.
Yeah.
The previous owner didn't want the leather redone. Often you don't have the skill, you don't have the expertise of people redoing an interior properly. So he was wise enough to, even though the interior is 30 years old, he kept it original. He was quite determined to keep the history of the car.
Oh, nice.
So all the books are here.
Let's have a look at that.
Original service book from day one.
Yeah.
All the manuals.
Can I put it on the bonnet?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so like the 850, this car's also got all its books and the manuals. And
I like to see ownership. Like here, the original. This was written in, when was it delivered? Let's have a look.
That's the same like in Kavi, the E9. They had all
I love history. I love history on a car. So this car was sold, when is that? 1993, on the 6th of March.
Okay.
So that's when it was sold. And I just like the history of a car.
Yeah.
So when you get this, you know that the car was
looked after, 100%.
It's got stamps there. Some famous mechanics on the BMW scene have looked after the car.
Nice.
So it's been a well-maintained car.
Yeah.
So when I saw the interior, that it was unrestored.
Yeah. That's what drew you to it.
You know, so the car's completely original wheels. Which I quite like the turn.
Yeah, I've got it on my IS.
These were revolutionary wheels at the time.
Yeah.
And people forget that 30 years ago, wheels wasn't such a big thing. So these were really revolutionary.
Ideally, so these wheels currently sell in today's market for 60K.
You joking?
Really? The throwing stance.
Can I charge you for 60K more?
I shouldn't have said that. But that's the value of the wheels alone. I know because a lot of guys have offered to buy, and I've saw sets for people and the price of them, and it's the same as the throwing stars. It's just the face.
The cap is is different. So the previous owner added, the only thing non-original on the car is the Alpina stripe.
Yeah.
Which is not, although I think it suits the car nicely.
Yeah, it does.
And this, we used to refer to this as gunmetal gray.
Okay.
So I think this is probably the best color.
Yeah.
And in the last 25 years, this is probably my 10th E34 M5.
Sure.
10. So I have a passion for these cars.
Nice.
I've had them in burgundy. I've had them in black. I had a black one, which black is extremely rare.
Yeah.
I've had them in all sorts of different colors.
Yeah.
And this shape is one of my favorite.
Yeah, I like it. I like them. I like it in a wagon. I mean, there's a purple one, the only one in the country, left-hand drive. E34 wagon. You must have seen it.
Yes, Daytona Violet.
Yes, Daytona Violet.
But that's an M5.
M5.
Still on Munich number plate.
Yes.
I know.
Original car. The only one in the country.
I've driven that car.
Really?
And that car is bloody nice.
Yeah, okay. So that car was the inspiration for my build. And also the fact that they're so rare.
And what color? So what color would you paint the wagon? Do you have a feeling?
Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna paint it Daytona Violet, but with more of a pearl. So modernize it to the newer BMW colors.
Yes. I think economically it would also make sense because you have two cars.
Yeah.
But still, you're going to have two cars afterwards.
Exactly.
So you can still sell the one.
I can therefore
within 540.
Yes.
So economically, you're not throwing anything away, or you don't have any leftovers.
Yeah.
So you can have a wagon.
Yes.
With this. So what's nice about this is, let me show you why I bought this car.
Yeah.
So I bought it for the history.
Yeah.
Just to. It's nice to see that a car's been well maintained.
Yes.
And it also hasn't been modified.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that, you know me, I like originality.
Of course, yeah.
So, on the bonnet opens on that.
Now, I actually started buying cars.
Look at these door panels.
Yeah, that's original.
Look at this.
Very.
You see how nice this would be? Just the quality of you can see they were hand built.
Yeah.
The quality of this. But if you stay on that side, I want to show you the second reason why I bought this car. Oh, look at this engine back. Oh, that's what I said when I saw the factory stickers.
Yeah.
So this car's never been crashed.
Yeah. You can see.
Often with these cars, the second or the third owner thinks he's a pilot
And
he can go.
Yeah.
And often they get smashed, these cars. And a lot of them have suffered. When I saw how straight this chassis is.
And it's still got the factory seam sealer.
And look at the, if you come now on this side, look at the finish of the cam cover. Like usually that bubble, peel.
Yeah.
You know, this one, it needs a little bit of detail.
Of TLC, yeah.
You know, maybe, new bottle, this all age related.
Yeah.
But look at this cover. So it's, I like buying honest cars.
Yeah.
Cars that no one's mucked around.
Yes.
No one's said, but I tried to do this.
Yeah.
Or I tried. This chap was like, I serviced it.
Yeah.
And I drove it.
Nice.
So I serviced it and I drove it.
What's the mileage on?
He's done 200.
And that's
And you know what? This is
3, eh?
It's a 93.
Yeah.
You know what? This previous owner, his daily driver is an E34 M5.
Oh, nice.
So he's an M5 enthusiast. It has 255.
Okay. Not bad for its age.
So over the years, if you take 30 years, it's done less than 10,000 kilometers.
Metallic, that's a color, yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphin grey metallic.
Yeah.
Nice.
But look at these seals. You know, if you look at everything,
Everything's still intact. Few clips here and there missing, but that's normal with age.
but it's a straight, honest car.
Yeah. I like it.
And what's nice is that people that have serviced it
Yeah.
knew what they were doing.
So Chris is actually showing someone the 850. I think he's got a buyer for the car. So what do you guys think? Personally, I like the car. I like the fact that it's got history, it was maintained, and also that everything is intact. So again, the idea is to take everything from here, put it into the E34 wagon. The E34 wagon is not getting these wheels. So those wheels will go on Chulo, which is technically, it's actually my wife's car. Which is our white pillarless. So I'm definitely going to be taking these wheels and putting the wheels on Chulo. So all you guys that are probably going to message me, I'm not selling the wheels. It's going on another car. But for me, I really, really love the fact that this car is complete. It starts, it drives, there's no work. So it's just a matter of taking out, putting in. Now, I've been buying parts before I made the decision of buying a complete car. So I've got a full suspension, I've got a front bumper, I've got a cluster, and I've got a few other odds and ends. So I would possibly take the suspension, put it on the wagon, take the other spare set of M5 suspension, put it on here, and maybe in the future, we could potentially rebuild this car into an M5 again and sell it to recover some of the money that I've spent. But that's a future plan. So for me, the main objective is, what am I getting? So I'll give you an example. Stuff like the cells here that says M5 is very hard to get, very expensive. The center console option, the steering wheel, the MTech2 steering wheel, the seats. I've got a set of seats as well, so I'm not too phased about that. But there's a lot of bits and pieces that is required in order to make the car into an M5. That's why it makes sense to buy the complete car. If I chose to buy parts separately, yo guys, I need computer box, I need motor, I need gearbox, I need prop shaft, I need diff. There's a lot of parts that I could not source individually, and that's also what led me to think that this is the car that we need to buy in order for us to build what we want for next year, Gravity. So comment down below, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good donor car? I'm sure the guys that we saw, the guys that everything. So yeah, and also one thing I want to show you guys that I like, but it's not gonna work because the wagon is a wagon, is the rear blind. So toolkit. It's got some sort of tools as well. Get a spare wheel. So just to show you guys, so the M5 throwing stars, the turbines and the throwing stars is exactly the same wheel. The backing of the wheel is the same. The only difference is the faces. Now the turbine wheels are double the value of normal throwing star wheels because it's more of a rear wheel. So I'm happy I got a spare wheel as well. So that's quite cool. So yeah, so I like that part. Hopefully myself and Chris can do a deal on this car and we can start building for Gravity and Auto Race next year. This car won't be lost. Once we're done with the wagon, we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the shell. But mainly I just want the skirts, I want the back bumper, I want the motor, the suspension, all the good bits, and then we'll eventually build this car up again and sell it. So let's see if we can go conclude a deal with Chris. But in the meantime, how sick is the showroom? We're actually gonna come back to Chris and we're gonna shoot the cars in the new showroom. So yeah, I'm excited to show you guys his collection. He's got an insane collection.
So just to show you what I've done so far, and I think what I've done had to be done, that you don't have to do it already. I replaced the OEM radiator.
Okay.
It's very difficult to find.
Okay.
The air conditioning is ice cold. I redid the whole air conditioning system. I did new shocks, OEM.
Yeah.
So everything is pretty much done to OEM. So if you were to retransplant the mechanics into another car, the mechanics don't have to do anything.
Okay.
OEM brake pads, some gaskets, oil filters, tappet cover gaskets, front shocks, Bilsteins, OEM radiator, antifreeze, brake pads, control arm bushers, drag link.
That is not a bad invoice for the amount of work that's done, huh?
As a dealer, obviously, this is a well-known specialist.
Yeah.
You know, also this mechanic, he also drives a daily an E34 M5.
Okay.
So knows these cars well.
Yeah.
And so mechanically, literally this car, it's in a condition that you can jump in now and drive to Cape Town.
Okay, nice.
Which is nice for your project.
It's perfect.
It's perfect because you don't have to now
spend time on mechanical
time or money or anything. So So I think we've got a little discovery.
Yeah, we do.
That I'll be sad to see it split from its originality. I like when these survive in an original.
Yeah.
But I think for your purpose, you obviously use these seats for your project.
Yes.
You see,
but I've got a set of seats. I've got a full suspension, I've got a cluster, I've got a front bumper, and I've got a few other parts. So I would actually take this complete motor, right till the duff, everything, put it in, and take the parts I have and put it here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Makes it. But you see now, with the seats, if you redo these seats, you redo how you want them with the quality that you can maintain, and you do it for yourself, which is which is nice.
I like it. I like it.
Well, I think I have something you want. I have something that I want.
Yeah.
I think
We can come to an
we can come
definitely.
to
So in order for me to get the best of show, I need to build bigger.
So do you redo these seats, or would you use your other seat?
I'd like the seats, and then I'll put the other seats in here.
Yeah. Like you see all the buttons.
Exactly.
And you've got the pattern of the stitching.
Yeah.
You can cut off all the.
Yeah.
You can use.
No, I'll
this
do
as a
it
sample.
exact. Yeah, I'll do it exact.
Where did I see someone do an interior of a car?
Or I might actually take the wagons and redo the wagons.
But it's also got sports seats or not?
I've got sports seats for the wagon, yeah. I don't know if the door panels are the same. I can't remember.
Slightly different.
I think the E34, the
Yeah.
only difference is that this is thicker leather,
Yeah.
and this is covered in leather. The normal E34 it's plastic,
Yeah,
but it's the same panel.
yeah,
And then the M5 has the speaker,
and
which the other one just has a blanking tape.
yeah. Thus you could 3D print. Yeah. So that you can 3D print. So where I don't need to take out, I'm not gonna take out.
Yeah.
My main thing is I want the motor, the top, the prop, all of that, and all the little bits.
So I'm going to drive it out tomorrow, and I
Yeah.
also want you to drive it.
Yeah,
Flip this thing pulls.
yeah,
Like it's done 250,000 Ks, but it's done it over many years.
yeah, which is fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so guys, I need to bring back the E36 M3 tomorrow, and myself and Chris will sit and speak, and hopefully we can come to a consensus where he's happy, I'm happy. But ultimately, I'm sure you understand what this build will do for me and what it will do for
That
you.
exposure is great.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so we're looking forward to it. Hopefully we can meet somewhere in the middle. But I like the car. I like the fact that it's a plug-and-play setup. I don't need to go and source and look for parts. So the objective is to at least start with the wagon and get the paint work done, start stripping the motor, cleaning up. Andrew from Blastech will obviously be doing a lot of stuff in terms of the engine bay neatening up for the components. So I like the car and I want to take it, but it's dependent on how kind Chris is tomorrow when I bring the E36 M3. So hopefully we can come up with a deal. And on the 850, you've got a buyer already. Okay.
That's a stunning car.
It is. Yeah, I'm sad to let it go, but sometimes we have to sacrifice, that's this game. Anything else you have interesting you want to show us? What's hiding in the basement?
In the basement, so all the cars are in storage, so nothing is hiding downstairs. What is for many years after, I was after this color.
I love this Kalimola red.
Imola red with the 19-inch setup, black leather, stunning car.
Beautiful. SMG, nah?
SMG, unfortunately, but it's okay because I
also like SMG.
I like SMG. But now, people are now starting to convert them to manual.
Yes.
You do have that option.
Yeah.
But fully spec car, Harman Kardon, widescreen nav, navigation screen. I like these. I love the style of these wheels.
Yeah.
And just this color and the interior, 76,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy. And I tell you, traveling now through Europe, we are so passionate of keeping our cars also OEM.
Yeah.
A lot of the European cars are modified in terms of people do, and not necessarily nicely done.
Yeah.
They modify them to a point where it actually ruins the car.
Yeah.
And I think the E46, the lines are so pure that it's best left
Untouched.
untouched.
Yeah. And it attains most of its value untouched. Same like the E36.
Yeah. So this is a new addition.
So is this you selling or it's for your collection?
I wish I could keep everything. It is for sale.
Yeah.
It is for sale.
What are you asking on the car?
650.
Okay. Not bad.
Which is, given the mileage, given the rarity of the color,
Yes.
OEM exhaust, stunning car.
Beautiful.
I think in terms of a shape, of a design, the E46 has aged as one of the best, purest in terms of design language.
I agree.
Everybody that comes and sees an E46 smiles.
Yeah.
The first thing they do is like, wow.
Yeah.
That's always is the first.
Yeah.
So
For me, this is the best M3 they made.
E46.
Yeah. E46 M3 and the CSL.
I will park my CSL tomorrow. You saw it now.
Yeah.
I'll park it here.
Yeah.
Those are the all-time. And we have the weather to enjoy.
Yes. Yes.
You know, convertible,
Yeah.
95% of the time you can.
You could even put a hardtop if you want that sedan look.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Although the hardtop actually becomes a bit of a pain because
To take off and
you're wanting to see the sun. And you also with a convertible, you hear the car.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars you don't hear.
Yeah.
And when you drive a coupe, when you drive this a convertible, different experience.
Yeah. Totally.
You totally, because you hear the car so much more. And another, I want to show you, I don't think this car was here the last time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have never seen, you've seen many E36s. You've never seen one with factory PDC.
No.
Have you?
That is nice. No, I haven't.
Yeah, factory PDC. So the very last ones in 1998, you could option for rear PDC.
And this one's also for
this
sale.
one, yelled for sale.
Yeah.
350,000 Rand.
Not bad for what you're getting.
Yeah, beautiful. I like the 4 doors.
Yeah.
I think the South African market still hasn't woken up
To the 4 doors.
to the 4 doors.
I actually sold you my 4 doors,
Yes.
remember?
Yeah.
Is that car sold?
That car is sold. That was a beautiful car.
Low mileage.
Yeah. So
This is nice also. But I think for me, why I want to sell my M3 is because I feel like I still have time.
can I show you something else?
Yeah. I feel like I still have time to buy. They're not going to climb aggressively now.
Sometimes you find new old stock cars.
Yeah.
And you know what I found?
Yeah.
An original AC Schnitzel. Yeah. This is a brand new exhaust. This exhaust has done 50 kilometers, maybe less.
Yeah.
This exhaust only fits the 328.
Okay.
So this is a 328 Motorsport
Yeah.
E36. And I still have the original exhaust, but I fitted the AC Schnitzel exhaust. And the car, it sounds amazing. I like the look. It is different.
Yeah.
So that's also something interesting.
Where's your other ones? The yellow one, the cream one? Okay.
I don't have the space.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Okay, cool. We'll come back tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow and let's see if we can conclude a deal.
Great.
Guys, so we've officially concluded a deal. Chris has been very kind to me. So I sold my E36 M3, I sold my silver 850, and I traded in, or part of the deal is the E34 M5. So Chris, thank you so much. It's actually the second time you've done such a cool deal with me. The first one was in Kabi where Chris traded in my silver 4-door M3. And yeah, it's actually, I feel emotional because I was hunting for this car for probably over a year. And my problem was that I didn't want to spend so much on a car that I'm going to strip. But eventually I had to make the decision, do I buy something that's fraught and set with problems, or do you buy something that's in good condition? So yeah, I'm excited. Thank you so much.
It was a great deal. I think you bought an amazing car.
Definitely.
I bought 2 great cars for you.
No, you did, definitely.
So the best deals are when both parties are happy. And I'm very happy.
No, I'm very happy as well. And I'm going to keep you posted on the project. So
Amazing.
we'll probably start.
On my side, I'm already planning our 3rd deal.
Yeah.
So this has been concluded. This has been cemented.
Yeah.
Let's do now the next exciting project.
And you know what I'm looking for? I know what you drive Porsche.
But there are also other exciting cars coming.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be bombarding you with cars.
Mine.
You have the space.
I do have the space now. 2 cars, in for 1 car and a little bit of cash. So at least we can fund the projects. I'm excited. Thank you so much, Chris.
Amazing.
I appreciate it.
With absolute
You're a
pleasure.
legend.
With absolute pleasure.
And yeah, it's officially delivery/collection day. I'm on my way to Monte Carlo now, and I'm going to be fetching the M5 and dropping the 850 off. I've already left the M3 there yesterday. Now it's just a matter of dropping the 850 off and fetching the M5. And I, to be honest with you, I feel a bit emotional purely because when I bought the two 850s, I bought them as a set from one owner, and he wanted the I and the CI in his collection. And when I bought it, I told him I don't think I'll ever break the set up, but you know, as you collect cars, you always think to yourself, some of the cars are just standing, you're not using them, you know, and other projects take preference. So next year's project is going to be massive, and I'm going to need quite a bit of funding to get the projects done. So for me, it makes sense to rather invest the money in next year's project and sell the 850. Hopefully one day I'll be able to replace it with something else. But again, that's this game. And I always say it on my videos. Those of you that have been watching me from the start, you know that I'm always sacrificing the one car for the other car, sacrificing this car for that car. So it's always a game of sacrifice. And that ties in with life. You always got to sacrifice, you know, for the greater good. So yeah, we're about 9 minutes away. My heart is pumping. This is my second E34 M5 that I've owned. The first one that I've owned, I bought in Cape Town as a project car, and I never got around to finishing it. And I sold my E28 M5, I sold my E34 M5 and my 3 E12s and my red IS to put money into the bigger Chicano shop. So again, it's a sacrifice. So it's exciting and looking forward to it. So let's go fetch our E34 M5, guys. Okay guys, it's officially delivery and collection day. So the deal is done. I've got the papers in my hand. I'm standing next to Chris. Another successful deal between us.
Thank you.
Another overseas build.
Amazing.
How do you feel?
I'm so happy for you. I'm looking forward to the project. It's amazing.
And Chris is trying to convince me not to use the car as a donor car because it's so clean. But I think once you see the wagon, I think you're going to understand the vision behind it. So I'm excited. It's a little bit of an emotional time because I never expected to sell the 850. I had no intention really. And then the last few months, I just thought to myself, let me just sell it because it's sitting, it's collecting dust, and we need to fund next year's project. And also the M3, I don't know, I just get into a mood and sometimes I feel like I want to sell some of my cars and change and jump into. And I think that's the thing about collecting cars, is you always gotta sell, buy something else, experience it so you know.
But which is nice.
Yeah.
You get to experience every single car.
Exactly.
You never yearn for anything.
Yeah.
I've had it.
Yeah.
Your ticket, I've had it.
100%.
What's the next one?
Yes.
And our nature is, I'm always chasing.
Yeah,
You're always chasing.
Yeah.
What is the next project?
Yeah.
What is something exciting? You can't wait to get behind the wheel of some special car.
Of course.
That you've never had.
Yes.
Because often we get used to what we're having and we kind of grow content with what we have.
Of course.
But that's why the attitude of always chasing, I think, keeps us at the top of our game.
Of course. 100%.
I think when we lose that feeling, we slack behind.
Yeah.
So every new project is exciting.
Of course.
I think that's what keeps the world going.
Yeah, no, it does.
If it stayed the same, it will be boring.
Of course.
But when you create something new and you create something exciting, everybody cannot wait to see what you're going to create.
Of course. And I think this is going to be a massive project. And I think everyone that's involved, from yourself, because you are involved, you sold me the car and you did a deal. So everyone that's going to get involved on this build is going to benefit significantly. I don't recall anyone in South Africa doing a conversion like this. I'm not aware of anyone worldwide that's done a conversion like this. Unless I'm wrong, we must actually check. But it's going to be something fun, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think when we start tearing the car down and taking out, I'm sure I'm going to feel a bit emotional, because how can you strip such an amazing car? But there's a bigger picture behind it, and I'm looking forward to it.
You're transforming it into something more exciting.
Exactly. Definitely.
You're getting a good base of a legendary car.
Of course.
And creating something even more legendary.
100%.
I'm very excited for you.
Likewise, I'm just as excited. So thank you so much, Chris.
Pleasure.
It's an honor.
Pleasure.
This is our second
deal.
Yeah.
And now we have to start working toward the third.
We have to. You know what I'm looking
I know what you're looking
Yeah,
for.
as soon as it pops up, just phone me. And
I think that will also be an incredible project.
that's going to be a cool
really cool.
I'm looking forward to that. All right, thanks.
Nice.
Chris.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Cool.
I-35 with the top down, quit to tell a hater they should get like me. Seem like everybody wanna be the boss, but it costs and these lames ain't like me. Drop a couple bands on the crypto fans, no way go. I ain't gotta tell them what it is. Tell them I'm a grown man, so you'll never fool me with the cap you be selling to the kids. Shorty, we the lords of the land, we wavy. Bad little mama tryna have a baby. In a coupe seat color like gravy. Children of the sun, why these so shady? Boss talk with the wolf pack, I ain't never look back. Got a couple bands and I flip that. I be chillin' with my shorty, got the crib on karate. Keep up, little baby, that's a kickback. Can't flex on that, living hate free. But he say real, but I know that can't be. Paying for the late fee. Hit her from the side till I get home safely. Got 3 chains on me, neck strong, and a checks long, and I'm up now. And I make little baby feel good in the hood around you. Shorty can't put her cup down.
Okay, guys, so we're officially driving the E34 M5, and I must say, I can feel that the car was looked after. The engine's very responsive, and also the suspension feels good. The steering wheel is light, soft. You can see this car really drives amazing. I gotta get used to the clutch, but I'm happy with this purchase. And I'm glad that it's going to be a good base for our project for next year. So I'm excited. I must tell you, driving the 850 this morning made me a bit emotional, purely because I'm letting go of another car that I am really fond of. But luckily I have another one. And that's this game of cars. You're always sacrificing. You're always letting go of one or two for the next project. And like Chris said earlier, the chase is what makes it exciting. And you guys know, some of you even helped me find an M5. Unfortunately, some of the guys that tried to sell me M5s in project form wanted to rip me off with the pricing and the condition. That's why I never bought. But I'm glad with this purchase, and I'm glad I sacrificed for the greater good. And that's life, guys. Anything you do in life, you've got to sacrifice. You got to sacrifice your... If you're working, you got to sacrifice your time, your effort, and eventually it's going to pay off, you know. And hopefully this build is going to be something that's going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to documenting the complete journey and having your guys' opinion. I already have an idea in mind of how I want the car to look. And there's also a surprise that you guys don't know that's going to take it to the top. But that we will be revealing in the next video of the series. So I look forward to it, but trust me. But just as a matter of conversation, I want you guys to think of something, right? So we built Nkabi, which is an E9. We built Vato, which is a W108, right? So how do we go and make a bigger impact at an overseas show next year? And how do we try and aim for that best of show, you know? I've got an idea in mind. It's a second idea. So I want you guys to comment down below and let me know what you think the surprise is. So the first phase is the E34 Wagon M5, all right? What do you think I have under my sleeve that's going to top this build off completely? So please let me know, comment down below. I'm interested to see if you guys understand how I think and what I see. So let me know. And yeah, let me enjoy the drive. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching, supporting us. We appreciate you a lot. We have a lot of love for you guys. And I enjoy building cars with you guys and learning from you. So thank you so much for the support, the love. and I hope to build more cars with you guys in future. A massive shout out to all our subscribers and followers and the guys that are commenting and interacting with us. You guys are absolutely amazing. The channel has grown. The quality has improved significantly. So yeah, looking forward to more future builds with you guys. And you guys must be safe and stay humble and be kind. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.
I wouldn't have a notion. You haven't